Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I am Claire Jones. If we haven't already met, I am the owner of Liminal Clarity. I'm a productivity expert and change guide for growth that supports high achieving women, visionaries, executives, and entrepreneurs who have big goals and they want to achieve more in less time with less stress. And that's why I'm here. So, today I am jumping on to talk about how you can effectively set external expectations with your customers and clients so that you can prioritize and become more efficiently streamlined with your time, money, and energy as a busy entrepreneur, business owner. So if you are catching me live or if you're watching the replay, comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what your most amazing customer experience has been so far this year. Customer experience is huge. So before I get into the nitty gritty though, I wanted to include a caveat here. I have been working with small businesses for 15 plus years at this point and started my own entrepreneurial journey back in 2014. And every single week I get questions from my audiences and networks asking for advice on systems, strategies, and softwares specifically. And I'm more than happy to point them in the right direction. But, and this is a very important I like big buts. Whatever systems, strategies, and softwares that you choose to use in your business are only going to be as effective as the internal personal development work that you choose to do as well. Because at the end of the day, personal development is professional development. So I know that from experience. I learned that the hard way. So if you're interested in chatting about this more, book a call with me. Let's chat. I'll put it in the comments there for you. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be in the description. So let me tell you about a client I once had. She is a public presentation coach who works with large corporations and trains their employees to improve their presentation skills. Part of her overall program with me was including sitting down and reworking her customer journey. One part in particular that had been driving her absolutely crazy and creating way more work for her was how she was accepting payments for her clients. She had been offering them a variety of ways to pay via check, PayPal, ACH transfers, Zelle, Stripe, website, all of the platforms, so on and so forth. And it had been creating, number one, confusion on the client's ends. Have you ever heard of analysis paralysis? It's when we are presented with too many options to choose from, so we don't make a decision at all. And number two, it created a whole lot more work on her end when it came to accepting, processing, and tracking every single payment platform that she used. So once we streamlined everything down to 2 payment options via check and via Stripe, everything got way easier for her and her clients. So she was able to devote more time to the things that actually mattered to her, which was helping her clients be better at presenting. So is this calling to you? I'm sure there are a lot of you out there. If you're interested in chatting more about life and business and all that it entails, please reach out to me. I'm opening up 3 spaces to the women go-getters out there who want to have way more fun and less stress while achieving their big goals. So book a call with me if you're interested. So let's get into the nitty-gritty with customer journeys. So first, I'm going to be going over onboarding processes, then comes project management, and then comes offboarding. So taking care of your clients is the best form of marketing. It is much cheaper to keep a client than to go find a new one. Plus, satisfied customers are also the most highly trusted marketing source for other consumers. So word of mouth, referrals, and social proof are considered king in the marketing world, as we've been talking about so far in this series. And this is true for both service-based and product-based businesses. Like I've said before, no matter what your business does, your primary business aim should be creating happy, satisfied customers. So how can you set up the systems and structures that support an enjoyable buying experience for them? The preliminary step to all of this, which we won't be going over today, is the marketing and sales process. I have other videos available on those topics, so comment below if you want those specific links. For now, just for today, all you need to know is that the marketing and sales process invites the customer to develop that know, like, and trust factor with you and your company. There are clearly defined steps that they can take as they follow the path to engaging with your products and services. It's not really a sales funnel at the end of the day, it's a trust funnel. So there should always be some type of discovery process involved in which you get to know your potential customers. You need to have a clear understanding of what your services and products look like from their point of view. How do your offerings fit into their lives? How does your service or product directly address the problem, issue, challenge, opportunity, goal, or pain point that they are facing? What exactly will entice them to engage with your company? This discovery process is going to directly lead into the sale, because they will be much more likely to buy if they feel like their product or if your product or service directly addresses their particular wants and needs. Understanding their wants and needs upfront will greatly increase the chance of the sale as a result. But what happens after they say, yes, I want it. Give it to me now, please. That's where the client journey and customer experience comes into play. And we always kick it off with some onboarding. So during the onboarding process, this usually looks like some sort of welcome email that outlines everything they should expect as they purchase, receive, and use your product and service. So in this welcome email, there should be a number 1, contract or purchase agreement, number 2, invoice or payment process, number 3, delivery details, and number 4, an outline of next steps. So many customer relationship management softwares will create this welcome email for you, as well as a contract and invoice templates if you need them. Many payment processors and e-commerce platforms also provide customized invoice templates and automated shipping notifications if you are a product-based business. And most point of sale systems will allow you to customize your receipts so that you can include any sales conditions like returns, warranties, so on and so forth, refund policies, stuff like that. There are a lot of different options out there for automating the onboarding processes, so I'm not going to go into specific recommendations for the softwares, but I wanted to give you an outline of what kinds of processes to set up so that you know what to look for when you do look at your software options. If you want help deciding which softwares to go with, hit me up and I'll help you figure it out and what works best for your particular business model. So then we look at how are you going to fulfill the purchase? This is where project management comes in. So if you are a service-based business, you're going to have a much more in-depth process for this, especially if multiple people are involved with delivering the services. You need to have some way to track the progress of your service fulfillment process. If it's just you, it could be a simple list of steps that you need to complete in order to provide the service. But if you have a team, then you're probably going to need a project management software to track each person's individual contributions to the service provided. Think about, how do your team members communicate about project deliverables? How do you track project timelines? How does each person keep themselves accountable to their project responsibilities? That's project management software right there. So if you are a product-based business, though, this is going to include the process by which you fulfill the order. So how is it going to be packaged? Who is responsible for getting it shipped or delivered in a timely manner? How are you going to track and update your inventory levels? So that's the product-based project management processes to keep in mind if you are a product-based business. And then next comes the offboarding process. So this typically includes surveys, reviews, and or some type of follow-up communication. So surveys are usually sent via email and are typically framed as a how did we do type of questionnaire. There's tons of them, examples of them on the internet around, so just do a quick Google search and find what works best for you. Reviews are also typically sent via email and can include long-form comment fields or links to online review platforms like Amazon reviews, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and or Yelp reviews. And these are super important because customer reviews posted online is one of the most trusted marketing sources across North America. So you really want to have a review gathering process set up within your business. And then finally, you need to set up some type of process for customer follow-up. Re-engaging inactive customers and clients, like I've said before, is the cheapest and easiest way to make sales. Typically, if they've been a customer in the past, you already have their information. You have their phone number, their email, their address, whatever contact information you gather when you onboard them in the first place. So it's really easy to create long-term touch points with inactive customers. Setting up systems to do this and automations to do this are going to make your life a whole lot easier. I've actually set up a bunch of workflows in my Calendly software to take care of this for me so that I don't actually have to track it. And this is going to save you time, money, and energy if you set up replicable systems that consistently provide quality results. Just rinse and repeat. So that's all I have to present today in terms of client journey and customer experience. So if you're interested in learning more, please book a call with me. For this Productivity for Entrepreneurs series in particular, I'm actually offering a secret, not so secret menu option called Intuitive AMA Sessions, which is Ask Me Anything. And you can reserve time on my calendar to ask me whatever burning questions you have about life or business. I am very intuitive and I have a strong background in all of these strategies, systems, and softwares, so I can definitely point you in the right direction. You can choose between a free, publicly recorded 30-minute session or a paid, private 1-hour session. The free sessions are very limited. There are only a few that are opened up every 30 days, so just DM me for the links if you want to get on the calendar. And in the meantime, please join me for more of these Facebook Lives where I'll be doing a deeper dive into each of these areas and providing practical tips, tools, and recommendations. I'll be jumping on next week to talk about scaling and delegation. And until then, remember that your authentic self is extraordinary, it is wonderful, and you owe it to yourself to create the elevated life that you know you are capable of. Take care, everyone. Bye.